So the Seahawks are a really good franchise. I think Mike Mack, if he wins the Super Bowl, he could be one of the great defensive minds that we've ever seen. Sam Darnold, here's a hot take. He's going to be up there, not right now, but he could end up having a better career than Josh Allen. He could be the best quarterback in that draft class. He has to win 3 Super Bowls to do so.
Well, he's got to win an MVP at some point.
I believe he has a good chance of winning this one, but if he wins 3 Super Bowls, he is a Hall of Famer.
I mean, I don't know anymore. I don't know.
The Hall of Famer.
Who knows?
But you have to admit, Sam Darnold surprised you, right?
Oh, absolutely. Again, like I said, I was saying this before we started the show. Was it that big of a surprise considering Sam Darnold has been in this spot before the playoffs began, where you've got, a league-leading offense, a league-leading team based on how you played up until that point. But the story around Sam Darnold was always in big moments or when he was under pressure, that whole famous seeing ghosts clip that he had in New Jersey. They were in New Jersey.
Yeah.
They might as well be the New Jersey Jets. The story was still unwritten about, nobody knew how Sam Darnold would do this year, but the difference was, he's not in New York anymore. He's not in Minnesota, which
He's
has
a
been
different
notorious
quarterback
for choking.
He is a good quarterback because he's shown that he has the talent. In New York, I didn't see talent. I saw a guy who's fidgety, who had a weak arm.
Yeah, I didn't see any confidence in him. And I think that's also the biggest thing, is that he had one good year. It got spoiled, but I think that he had that, I belong again type feeling when he took the chance of, let me not go back to this team because I can make more money. Let me go to a team that really wants me, is coming after me, right? Seattle went from a really, really bad situation with Carroll, Geno Smith, all that good stuff.
Pretty bad, yeah.
Now, being at the forefront of the NFC, being possibly, people are talking about they could do this again.
Yeah.
They got a young defense.
Think they could.
They got young stars on offense.
Sign it up.
They definitely have that
Geno
potential.
Smith's a little like the Squidward meme.
Yeah.
Peering over.
Just watching them have fun.
Basically. Them do it.
Yeah, basically. But ultimately, the thing that drove Sam Darnold was not making the mistakes that Geno Smith was making.
But guess what? Minnesota, they didn't have the infrastructure that Sam has in Seattle.
Yeah, no.
So I knew Sam was a really good quarterback, but it's also mostly about Mike McDonald. It's about Clint Kubiak. If Kubiak leaves for the Raiders, that sucks. If I'm Clint Kubiak, you could stay there 4 years and compete for Super Bowls every single year. Yeah. I don't know why everybody's trying to jump. You also have Smith and Jigba. This guy is a really good receiver. I couldn't see him being the dang best receiver, one of the best receivers.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I actually owe one of my buddies a really big apology. I made fun of him for taking Jackson Smith, knowing Cooper Kupp was just coming over there. I mean, I get it. He's getting old and all that stuff, but I believe in Cooper Kupp the way that everybody should believe in him now. The way that they used him to that second half of the season. Well, he's a Super Bowl MVP.
You know what I love is in the MLB playoffs and the playoffs, the guys that have been there rise.
Yeah.
When the moments get so nervous.
I love it.
And in any sport, when it's so tense,
You saw it, Devontae Adams with that catch for the Rams.
You see the great ones showing up.
Yep.
It almost was like the NBA All-Star game in the Elam ending. You really see who's the true alpha.
Yeah.
And Cooper Kupp all year, he's a little slower. He isn't the same guy. He's 60% of what he has been. But in those moments, those first downs, man.
Third and Cup, that's what they're saying.
Those first downs. Yeah. This is a fun Super Bowl. You have it, the Malcolm Butler game. I think it'll be fairly rated. The Patriots, ironically, now are a little Cinderella-ish because a lot of people are complaining about that style.
Yeah.
Seahawks are a favorite. Like you said, they didn't look that impressive on offense. 90 yards thrown, Drake May.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy about football sometimes.
Yeah, any given Sunday.
And by the way, Aaron Rodgers got to a Super Bowl and we're like, he's going to be back. And Drake May and Peyton Manning, sometimes if you have a great defense, you can ride the thing all the way through. Peyton Manning was a great quarterback in the early 2000s. When he had no arm left in Denver, that's when he won the thing.
There is something to be said about just making it to the Super Bowl all in all, because again, we just talked about the lack of parity in one division, lack of big names in the other side of the
and it's 2 weeks of lead up. So when the Eagles are playing the Chiefs, 2 weeks of lead up, and your team gets all the the notoriety.
This is two Cinderellas playing against each other. You have the Seahawks at plus 6,000. You have the Pats at plus 8,000 at preseason. So both of these teams, big surprises to make it to the Super Bowl, but those football junkies, you knew they had good leadership, they had good coaching. I actually, not gonna lie, I was kind of puzzled by how many different chances Josh McDaniels has gotten at a big time role, whether it be an offensive coordinator job or a head coaching job. It honestly blows my mind how that guy keeps getting hired, but he keeps proving it whenever given the right system or the right people. Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, it's almost like that guy can't do well outside of the Boston area. They might have to give him like a lifetime contract. I don't know.
Or just lock him in the state.
Yeah, give him like a felony so he can't get out.
All right, guys, great episode. Spencer.